Each year, Americans throw away 1 billion plastic bags and 600 million pounds of waste into landfills each year. This is detrimental to our ecosystem because the contaminants in these landfills leach into the surrounding water supply and can affect our health. Furthermore, recycling creates jobs. It's good for the environment. I've taken the time to compile a list of items that can be recycled and can deliver this into an easily digestible form for the audience. I'll go into details about how the most commonly encountered products can be recycled, such as paper, metal, and plastic. Paper is actually quite simple to recycle. There are not many rules, just remember to clear all food from the paper before you put in the recycling bin. That means no pizza boxes. Pizza boxes have grease on them, which means they cannot be recycled, even though it has a recycling logo on it. Things like magazines, junk mail, paper, newspaper, these can all be recycled. Paper quality, remember, depends on the fiber length of each of the fibers that make up the paper, the length of the fibers actually. Higher quality paper, such as printer paper, has a long fiber length. Newspapers, which are considered low quality, have a small fiber length. The way paper is recycled is actually quite interesting. First, it's taken to a sorting facility where each type of paper is sorted by grade. Then the paper fibers are separated and bleached with hydrogen peroxide, bleach, and several other chemicals. Paper is a simple item to recycle, but metal is even easier than that. Metals have two classes, steel and aluminum. What we consider tin cans are actually steel. These two metals are separated from each other at the recycling plant via a magnet. I'll tell you how aluminum is recycled. First, after it's separated, of course, it gets cut into small strips, then it is washed with chemicals and water, then it is screened for any contaminants. After the screening, these strips are melted into ingots, which are the building blocks of future cans and aluminum products. Metals are very easy to recycle, yes. However, plastics come along with a couple of rules. Remember, plastic is a limited resource on this planet. It's made from petroleum, which is only dwindling in amount. There's an easy system that we've come up with to determine the recyclability of plastics. On each plastic product that's recyclable, you'll see a recycling logo surrounding a number. Most counties will take numbers 1 through 7. The lower the number, the more easily recycled that thing is. However, this is not a good metric to go by because there are faults in this, such as styrofoam. Styrofoam has a pretty low number, it's easy to recycle. However, many counties don't accept this because styrofoam is easily dirty and can carry many contaminants and takes a lot of energy to wash properly. Despite the fact that we Americans throw away 1 billion bags a year, it's still not recommended to recycle these bags. This for a couple of reasons. Robert Reed, the spokesman of Ecology, an organization that runs many recycling centers across the United States, says that plastic bags cause problems in all of our operations. They jam equipment, and more often than not, they get caught by the wind and fly into the ocean. Plastics are not too difficult to recycle, as long as you remember these couple of guidelines. Remember that plastic is a limited resource, and like every other recyclable, it must be free of all food before you recycle it. So make sure to wash your items before you recycle them. Recycling is simpler than you think. It's so simple that, in fact, it should be considered every citizen's duty to recycle. Please take a few minutes every week to sort your recyclables out of your garbage can into the appropriate bins. Recycling has a positive effect on community, one's health, and the nation overall.